Hello everybody, my name is Andrew Severin and I run the Genome Informatics Facility. Our mission is to transform big data into data that is informative for your particular problem or question. Today I'm going to be talking about the Bioinformatics Workbook, which is a knowledge repository and educational resource. But before I go into that, I want to talk about a common problem that many of us have. And I'm going to draw you a story. So let's assume that you are a faculty or researcher at a large research institution, say like Iowa State. Now, this researcher's goal is to accumulate knowledge and to take that knowledge and try to advance science, pushing the boundaries of science, as you will. Now, they may start a lab and hire a postdoc or a student. And with all of that acquired knowledge, which I'll represent here by little square books with your particular domain in blue, you will try to take that knowledge and transfer it to that student. But and the student here has a little bit smaller book, but one of the problems that we have is that many of the positions, academia in general, is very transient in nature. And so they will eventually leave, and that will result in knowledge loss. And that is compounded by the fact that the amount of knowledge that's being generated over time is exponential. In addition, as many of you will be aware, there's a big push towards interdisciplinary science. And that science is being pushed forward by technology that's generating even more data to explore, which requires data science skills to really get into that data and to explore it the way you want to do it. But that training may or may not come from the researcher or faculty member. And what results is that there'll be even more loss of knowledge for that lab. And what I call this is the knowledge retention problem. And that leads us to a question on how to address this problem for the many labs across campus. And that particular question is, how do we decrease knowledge loss and increase knowledge retention? So one solution that I've come up with is to try to centralize more of this knowledge into one location, to create a book of this knowledge that we continuously update, because in this particular field it's rapidly evolving. By the time I wrote a book, it would be outdated. So it would have to be a living book with real-world examples and step-by-step instructions. And so this is what the main page looks like. Each of the topics are in landing pages, and I'm going to go through a very quick example. Many biologists will know BLAST. It's an alignment tool. You have a sequence. You want to know what that sequence is, so you take it and you blast it against known sequences, data repositories, for example. But you may not know how to do that. That student might leave. So you create another page that gives you step-by-step examples on exactly how to do that locally on your machine rather than on the web. And so I'm here to let you know that this resource is available. Bioinformatics Workbook, you can Google it. If you have a topic that you are interested in seeing in this workbook, please contact me at jifhelp@isc.edu. Also, if you have data to be analyzed, text that needs to be written for papers or grants, we also provide those kinds of services. Contact me, GIF Help. You can also follow me at Twitter at ISUGIF. Thank you.